Okay, so remember, you're gonna finish your color pencil color wheel and you're gonna finish your self-portrait before I give you the paper to set up for your color wheel. So I have a bunch of color wheels over there and I'm gonna mark this off. Now, when you guys mark it off, I want you to mark it very lightly because when you paint, for example, yellow, pencil's gonna show through. So whenever you're gonna paint something, you always wanna draw it very lightly. For the purposes of this video, I'm gonna make dark marks so people can see them, okay? So you can grab one of these color wheels and just trace it. Because I'm not worried about creativity with this one, I'm worried about accuracy in color. So, and if you want to also, you can go ahead and you can mark off all the sections for the colors. You don't have to do it this way. You can measure them or do whatever you want to do with that. But this might just be an easier way to do it. And the paper that you're using is thicker. So I don't ever want you painting on regular paper, okay? So all you have to do is, if you check this out, you're just gonna connect your lines here. And like I said, I'm drawing mine darkly just so that you can see them on the video. I want you guys to do yours a lot more light. And I used carpenter's marks because those black lines were thick, so I marked right in the middle of them. Okay, next step. You're gonna think that you can look at this and just remember and do it or whatever. My biggest thing that I wanna tell you is that you need to mark off where every color goes. You wouldn't believe how many times I've seen people put the wrong color in the wrong place, all right? So, mark these off. However you want to do that. Okay, then we have one more step for this. The next thing you're going to do is create a place where you're going to make a monochromatic chart. So this one, it only needs to be 9, but you can make it 10. We'll go ahead and make it 10. And this one is complementary. This is where you take two colors that are across from each other on the color wheel. Here it's orange and blue. So they've used orange and blue. And you put each color at the end, and then you slowly start mixing them together until you get a neutralized tone, okay? All right, so to make that, really all you need to do on the bottom here, and like I said, let's go ahead and make it 10, is just trace your ruler, stop at 10, and then while you're there, go ahead and mark off every inch. And then you're all set. And then do the same thing at the bottom here. Do 2 scales of 10, okay? And then when it comes time, I'm gonna show you how to do a monochromatic scale, and I'm gonna show you how to do a complementary scale. I'm not gonna show you till we have paint out. And I'm gonna be keeping the paint up there. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out that project with another class is doing, and I'm gonna go ahead and put your stuff up there. And then you guys are gonna get your own paint brushes, because if we do community paint brushes, they end up all dirty in the sink, okay? So you're gonna get your own paintbrush, you're gonna get a couple paintbrushes, and those are yours to use for the rest of the year, really, for anything to do with painting. And that's exciting for a lot of you because you get to keep your own brushes and you get to keep them as clean as you want them to be. Isn't that exciting? Yeah? So that'll be good, and I'll talk more about that later. But as soon as you are done with your self-portrait and your worksheet, then I'll give you the paper for this. Okay? Okay.